Hi, everyone, and welcome to the WP Minute. I'm Eric Karkovac. Today's episode features a segment from my interview with WordPress contributors Alex Kirk and Brandon Payton. They stopped by to show off the new my.wordpress.net project, which runs a local install of WordPress in your web browser. Now, you can catch the entire interview over on our WP Minute Plus channel. Visit thewpminute.com for all the details.
All right, so this is the infamous welcome screen that can use a little design touch-up, and this is the apps screen. And I think it has been talked about the apps that are there. In this case, we'll talk about the personal CRM one, which, as I said, for a developer standpoint, it's just a blueprint, and it will actually install multiple plugins. As you can see, as it's booting it actually has. This is comprised of multiple plugins that have been activated in sequence. And as I said, it's pretty interesting for people to get started, like get quick started if they have Beeper. Because Beeper connects to all these different services, and it provides a local API that basically the communication is over localhost, so that the data never leaves your system. So it talks HTTP to your Beeper, and you need to get an API token from Beeper. And with that token, then it can communicate to your locally running Beeper. So in this case, here are my previous conversations. I've haphazardly blurred them out, but we're going to move to my brother. He's Christopher, and it will unblur in a second. I create this group, a family group, and then this is the profile that's created just from Beeper. And as you can see, there's two services connected, and you can see when the last contact was. As you see, it has been in January, and I just copy and pasted his birth date. So with some small nuggets like that, like paste detection, it can see like it can show the next event just based on the birthday. Then the thing that I spoke about before, it could be interesting to keep in touch every now and then, and you can set a schedule on which you want to keep in touch. So this will remind you that in 5 days you should get talking again. And one interesting small kind of just for fun thing is that it can do this relationship analysis based on your previous messages that you exchanged. And for any of your contacts, you can then see like, how's the balance? Who's initiating the conversation more? Not that it really needs to mean anything, but it can be an interesting way to see like, is this a one-sided relationship or not? Which is kind of
see that, yes.
fun and hard to get otherwise. But here we have it just through this API integration. So if everything works well, I think the next thing that I show was the chat to blog thing, where I'm going to actually go into a conversation. My daughter had a ski day some days before. So let's skip ahead a little. Does it show it? So this installs the chat to blog. I paste the Beeper key. And now when creating a post, it will actually list all the conversations. And then if I go into a previous conversation, it will pull the photos from that conversation. And then I can go ahead and select those photos that should be put into a new post. So this is from a different conversation now. And it will actually take the date from the pictures to make it easier to backdate something to the event when it happened. And yeah, then you create publish, and it actually creates the post from that.
Very cool.